Hey everybody, Echo V here, and Pokemon plushes! With over 1,000 different pocket monsters, plushie versions of these well-known creatures were inevitable, and chances are you probably own at least one of them, maybe even far too many to count. I, for example, am not really a big plushie collector. I mean, the number of Pokemon plushies I own is countable on one hand. And this is mostly because I prefer to collect the minifigures instead. Back to plushies. On the official Pokemon Center website, you can find tons and tons of plushies that suit your particular taste in Pokemon. And believe me, I would love to add any of these to my collection, but yeah. My country is sadly not part of the places that any of the Pokemon Centers ship to. So, what do you do when the official sources refuse to acknowledge that your country exists? eBay? No. Amazon? Maybe. But no. I'm talking about local online stores. And that's precisely where I found this interesting piece of Pokemon plushie merchandise. Here we go! So, in case you're curious as to how I came into contact with such a plush, well, I was looking through the online store for Pokemon Fit plushes, and while there were some listing, I came across this exact same Ekans listing. Looking at the listing itself, I wouldn't honestly blame you for thinking that it was a bootleg. I mean, it's labeled like a bootleg and designed like a bootleg. But if you've seen any of my previous Pokemon toy review videos, you'll know that's not the case because lo and behold, the official Pokemon seal right there. And if that's not enough, take a look at their listing for a Hello Kitty plush. Genuine authorization right there as well. As for Hehepopo themselves, well, all that I can find about the company is that they're based in China. And that's pretty much it. Because of the company's privacy, it may come off as a scam site, so please, be a responsible buyer if you do plan on buying from them. But I guess I'm a hypocrite because I disregard my own advice because on June 19, 2023, I placed my order and it arrived the following week on June 24, 2023. Actually, before we continue with the plush, you're probably wondering as to why Pokemon would let such an outside company make products for them when they can do it just fine. Well, the thing is, this isn't something new to the Pokemon Company. Remember Takara Tomy? They made plushes for Pokemon back in April of 1997. And in fact, were even the Pokemon Company's master toy licensee from 2013 to 2018. I mean, even Burger King managed to obtain a license to make Pokemon plushes for the kids' meal. They even caused a slight controversy. Remember that? Yeah, same thing. And if you thought Hehepopo was weird, may I remind you of Spanish toy company Play-by-Play and their take of Pokemon plushes back then? Man, perfecting all these pocket monsters really was a work of art back then. Back to the plush itself, you might be wondering as to why I got an Ekans of all things when I had better choices to pick from, such as Kyogre, Eevee, Magikarp, or even Bulbasaur and Pikachu. Well, I'll answer your question with another question. Have you ever seen an Ekans plush before? I did my research, and despite the fact that Ekans was a main character Pokemon for a while, most notably in the anime under the ownership of Jessie, there are virtually no plushies for Ekans aside from the Burger King that I mentioned earlier and the Pokemon Fit series, as well as another one that I'll be getting into later in this video. So yeah, to say it's rare is an understatement. Anyway, once I unpacked the plush, the first impression I got with this is just how big it is. I mean, I don't expect plushies to be like small, but look at it compared to 2003 FMA Roy Mustang, the ZA Supernova Murasame Liger, and the previous review, the Keeply Bulbasaur. And if that's not enough, just look at how big it is compared to the LEGO Horizon Forbidden West tall neck. I guarantee you, if it wasn't curled up like that, it would be taller. Speaking of curled, despite being in Ekans' signature coiled up pose, the plush isn't sewn like that, which means that you can stretch it out to your heart's content and even wrap it around things like your arm or even on a shelf like in this promo picture right here. Not only is that a better idea, but remember what I said earlier about a third Ekans plush? Well, check out this articulated plush I found. I know the idea of articulated plushies may sound weird to some of you, but they do in fact exist, and I really wish this was more common. And honestly, the only flaws I can find with this plush is how flat it is compared to the curvature on a real Ekans head. But other than that, the manufacturer captured Ekans' other details perfectly. So, is this plushie good? Personally, I say it is. Sure, it's on the bootleggy side of things, but it is what it's supposed to be. Plus, it's an official product, so I say we're good here. If you can somehow get your hands on this, I say go for it. But remember, be a responsible buyer. And that's it for this video. What are your thoughts on this plush? Comment below. I haven't done a toy video in a while now, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. If it's your birthday today, then happy birthday. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye everyone, be good to each other.